Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. I wish to speak with you today about addiction. Addiction is a problem in today's society, probably more than ever. There are the obvious addictions to alcohol and drugs, but there are other addictions, not having to do with substance perhaps, but with gambling, pornography, and many other activities. You may wonder, how do I know if something that I'm doing is an addiction? One of the first things you might look for is whatever I'm doing that gives me pleasure detracting from my ability to have relationships with other people? If you love video games and you love the competition and the camaraderie, are you relating to other people? Are you connecting really with other people? Part of being human is being around other humans. You don't really become a human being unless you're around other human beings. So if you're wondering whether a particular activity or a substance or pleasure or something you're pursuing is an addiction, just take a look at whether it has pulled you away from your healthy connections with other beings. It is the nature of the mind to become addicted. And often when a serious addiction is abated, it's replaced by another one. Sometimes at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, the deleterious effects of alcohol are pretty obvious, but the approach might be, well, here, have a cup of coffee and a cigarette and put sugar in your coffee. And yes, all of those things can be addictive, but they're not as damaging as the alcohol. And maybe later you could find a non-smoking meeting or start having your coffee black. There are ways to abate it and adjust. The reason I bring it up is because you may be wondering, is it okay and is it possible to be addicted to something good? Well, even things that you believe are good can be overdone and can overtake you. Sometimes you think you're choosing something, but after a while you realize it is choosing you. It controls you. The choice is not yours anymore. At least it doesn't feel that way. There is one thing, however, that you can become addicted to in the most positive way that will not adversely affect your relationship with others. And that is to be addicted to your relationship with yourself. Not the ego self, but your highest self. It means it's okay to be obsessed with your connection with Abun, with the I Am, with God, with me. Not that it becomes a concept, or not that it becomes a topic of conversation, but it becomes your interest, your genuine interest, and that you begin to see God and feel God in everything. And rather than detract from relationships, it will enhance them. You will see the goodness in people, the character of people. you will see their progress towards unity. You will see people's potential. You will be able to see them from the eyes of forgiveness, the way God sees them. It will connect you with yourself, with nature, with everyone, in a domain of love and peace and forgiveness and forbearance. And the more you become interested in who you really are, even if it feels like an addiction a little bit, it's the only one that will really pay off. It will spread. It will feed on itself, and it will nourish you at the same time. Let yourself be attracted to that only thing that could ever satisfy you. The only thing that won't own you, but that you can merge with and be with and enjoy in infinite depth and infinite heights. Allow the connection that you have with me, with God, with yourself, to grow and grow and grow. And watch how it changes how you feel about life, your body, the world. Friends and foes alike will fall under the domain of love and acceptance and amazement. You will not be bored, and you will not separate from others, but rather include them in all of life. I am with you always. Be with me that way. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.